So next we'll see a poem titled A Photograph, written by Shirley Tolson. So nowadays we are storing number of picture digitally, okay, but earlier the photographs were printed and albums were made, so that whenever we go through that albums, we remember those situations, those memories come to our mind in which we were taking the photographs. So all that comes in front of our eyes whenever we see the pictures in our childhood, about our childhood, what were about our playing, school, everything, each and every activity that we have done in our life was taken in the form of a picture and made an album, so that whenever we see that, we remember those situations in which the photographs were taken, the memories of that picture come in front of us. So this poem is about a photograph. The poetess was talking about the photograph of her mother, okay, when she was 12 years old. Let us start the poem. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hand. So here the cardboard is a photograph. Okay, it is showing, what it is showing? It is showing that there are with the poetess mother, with her mother, the other two girls were her mother's cousins. So all three people were there in the photograph, and the other two cousins were holding the hands of her mother. She, the big girl, some 12 years or so. So when the picture was taken, the poetess mother was 12 years old, and all three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. So the picture was being taken by their uncle, and all the three, poetess mother as well as her two cousins, were standing still over there, and they were smiling through the moving through their hair, smile through their hair. Why they have mentioned, what is the meaning of here smile through their hair? Because they were holidaying in a beach, okay, because of the wind their hairs were moving. Still with the moving hairs, the uncle who was clicking the picture can see the smile of the three people in the picture. So a sweet face, here the sweet face, whose sweet face the poetess has mentioned? Her mother's sweet face. My mother's, that was before I was born. So the picture was taken when the poetess was not born, when her mother was only 12 years old. And the sea, which happens to change less, wash their terribly transient feet. So here they were at the beach, they were paddling. Paddling here means walking with bare feet on the beach, and they were walking the picture when the picture was taken. They were walking on the beach with a bare feet. So here the poetess wants to say that the sea where the picture was taken, all these years it has not at all changed. But what the change was? The change was about the transient feet. Here transient means temporary, because at that time her mother was only 12 years old. So now she has grown older, so that feet has changed in the years. Over the years the feet has changed, they have grown older. So that is the change. The people in the picture have changed, they have grown older, but there is no change in the sea. The sea has changed less, but the feet of the people in the picture were changed. So that was about the first stanza. Here the figures of speech that are used in this stanza are alliteration, the last sentence, that is terribly transient. So terribly transient, repetition of a consonant sound, repetition of a consonant sound when it is done in one sentence, then it is called as alliteration. That is what? Terribly transient. T sound is repeated twice. So the figure of speech that is used in this stanza is alliteration. So coming to the second stanza, some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed up us for the beach. Okay, so now after the picture was taken 20-30 years later, when poetess her mother sees the picture, she would laugh at the picture. Here snapshot means again the picture. The picture is mentioned as cardboard in the first stanza and snapshot in the second stanza. So when they see the picture, they would laugh at the picture. So that is what we are recollecting, all the memories associated with that picture. Whenever we see a picture, we are recollecting all the memories related to that picture. So her mother used to laugh by seeing the picture, and she would say that, see Betty and Dolly. Betty and Dolly are nothing but the two cousins of her mother that were there in the picture. So she would say, and look how they dressed up. Here they means what? They is represented towards their parents. Okay, so mother is saying that how they have dressed up for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. So the poetess is mentioning that the sea holiday was the past for her mother. But what was the past for the poetess? The laughter of her mother, the smile of her mother. Why? It was the past. Why? Because the poetess mother is no more. She is dead now. So that's why for her mother that picture was the past. But for the writer, for the poetess, the smile of her mother was the past. She can no longer see the smile of her mother. Both rhyme with the labored ease of loss. So both of them, mother as well as the poetess, has lost something. The poetess has lost her mother, and mother has lost those memories. So both of them tried very hard to come out of that situation. Here labored is only that mentioned. Okay, so the figure of speech that is used in this sentence is labored is means oxymoron. Why? What is oxymoron? Oxymoron is usage of two opposite words in the sentence. So what are the two opposite words over here? Labored is. So the figure of speech that is used is oxymoron. So both of them have suffered a loss, and they have tried very hard to come out of that loss. So that was about the second stanza. Now coming to the third one. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. So here the poetess is mentioning that it's been 12 years that her mother was dead. Okay, it's been she has been dead for 12 years. So in these circumstances she doesn't want to say anything because it's silent. Okay, the last line, its silence silences means here the death has silenced her mother, as well as because of the death of her mother, the poetess has become speechless. She has no words to talk about because she has lost her mother. So the last sentence indicates that both of them has become silent. Okay, so here again alliteration, figure of speech that is used is alliteration. S sound is repeated. Silence, silences. Okay, so this was about the poem A Photograph by Shirley Tolson. Thank you.